Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So this was a video that I was not expecting to be filming. So it is currently Sunday afternoon. I've been out to both the boot fairs this morning, but this afternoon I actually got a phone call from one of the guys that I know from the boot fair. And he has basically got an absolutely huge amount of consoles, all retro. I think they're all Sega, so Master System, Mega Drive, Game Gear. I think there's then loads of controllers and things like that. This is an absolutely massive lot. I think he's got like tens of like each console. I think it's like 10 Game Gears, 10 Mega Drives, all of that. So yeah, I am just heading over there now. I'm about a mile away. I just thought I'd swing in, film this intro. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film while I'm there, but we'll definitely have a look at everything once we get back to the car. But yeah, I'll try and film whatever I can sort of while I'm there. But I know that the guys, I don't know whether the guys will be happy being on camera or anything like that. But yeah, I am really excited. So I'm going to go, and yeah, hopefully it is going to be a good one. Okay, so we've got the car all loaded up. My wallet is considerably lighter, but as you can see, there are some absolutely amazing pickups. And yeah, there's one console in particular that I will be keeping. It is not going anywhere. You can probably see it behind me, but I'm not going to go too much into it until we get home. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head home now. I probably won't go through it all until tomorrow, because it's just coming up to 10 it's just coming up to 8 o'clock. So I'm going to go home, get the car unloaded, get something to eat, and probably go to bed, because we are up tomorrow to do the Swanley Boot Fair. So yeah, fingers crossed. Well, I don't need to say fingers crossed, because I know we've got some absolutely amazing bits here. And actually, there's a bag next to me with 2 extra consoles that were sort of brought out last minute. And yeah, we are fully loaded. And yeah, really excited for this. It's the biggest deal that I've ever done. And yeah, we will go through what I will say now. Most of it is going to be getting resold, because it's all consoles that I've got. And I'll be honest, I need money for the game collection. So yeah, so I'm going to head home, and as I say, we'll pick this up tomorrow, and we'll look through everything. So, Future Stuart here, and yeah, there's a bit of an update that I need to let you all know about. So, just after I got back, well, no, the following day, just as I was about to sort of start sorting through everything that we'd picked up on the Sunday, I actually got a phone call from the same person to actually say they had a whole load more stuff, and would it be something I'd be interested in. So yeah, I jumped straight in the car, headed over, and literally they had a whole load of retro consoles as well. So I'm talking Commodores, Amigas, Ataris, everything like that. So I literally went there, filled the car up again. I will admit, I did actually record filling the car up, but I have no clue what's happened to the footage. Yeah, it's I just don't know what happened. I've obviously accidentally deleted it somewhere along the line. But yeah, so yeah, I went there, picked all that up, and yeah, now what we'll do is we'll jump back over, and we'll have a look at basically everything. I've got it all set up in the living room, and yeah, we'll go through everything and see what's there. Okay, so we are, well, everything's in the house, let's say that. As you can see, it has literally taken over my living room. I am so glad that the wife isn't here at the moment, because I wouldn't actually be filming this video, because she would have me hanging from the washing line in the garden, I am quite sure. She's already said she saw the room after I'd done the first load on the Sunday night. Because we've actually got a Ring camera just up in the corner of the living room, and yeah, she was freaking out about that. So I am just praying that she's not looked since then, because yeah, it is everywhere. So what we're going to do today is we're going to dive in. We're going to actually look at sort of what's here, and yeah, basically start sorting out sort of prices and start getting it all tested and listed. So yeah, let me switch over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sort of a combination of this camera, which will be like an overall picture of the room, and my GoPro, which will be in my hand sort of up close as we're looking about. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get through the vast majority of what's here, and then yeah, try and get it sorted before she gets back. That's the rule. Luckily this video will be out after she gets back. So obviously if you don't ever see this video, you'll never know why I've been murdered. Okay, so our first port of call is going to be the black bags. So we've got a couple here, we've also got a couple over by the TV as well. So I'm going to start with these ones. I do know that they are sort of retro consoles, so let me grab my scissors. So yeah, I know that they're retro consoles, but not 100% on what consoles they actually are. And yeah, I'll probably be switching between the two cameras while I'm sort of unpacking this sort of stuff. Okay, looking like it's all there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to identify everything first, and then we'll actually go through and make sure everything's complete in a little while. So I think something like this, where the box is absolutely mullered, it'll probably just be the system itself that I sell. Right, so that's that bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to launch the bags into the other room for now. And right, this next bag I know is open, so I can get this out quite easily. And that is a Menacer. So looking inside, we've got the sights. Looks like we've got the game as well. Yeah, got the Menacer cartridge. Possibly not the case for the cartridge, so I'll have to have a look for that. But yeah, that's I think they go for about 40-50 quid, so yeah, not too bad with that one. As you can see, whole box of games. This is going to take me a while to sort through, so yeah, that will probably be something I'll do off video. But yeah, so Spectrum, probably a whole load in there. Okay, so we've got, let's have a look. Where can I stand this? Go, I'll stand it there for a minute. Hopefully you can see. Right, scissor time, or knife time. There we go. Okay, so this is a Spectrum Plus 2. From what I remember, this is the grey colour. So this was a Dixon's exclusive. I do believe I have got another one that does have the outer case to it as well. So yeah, we will look at that when we get to it. So that one, we'll move that over here. then there's another black bag down, which is good. Right, what have we got in this box? Okay, so this is all of the tape decks. So the seller included them. There's also another Spectrum down there, so we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, as I say, I think for this box, I'm just going to have to go through it off camera. Because, yeah, sorting through a load of tapes isn't going to be the best use of our time. What can I do with that? Because if I can move that, then it will clear us up a bit of space. Right, give me a minute. I'm going to move this box out the way. Move this into the other room, and then hopefully that'll give us a bit of space to manoeuvre. Okay, so that gives us a bit of space now to work with. Right, so if I get into this box here, so as I say, we've got some cassette tapes, or some cassette players, and then right down the bottom here, it looks like another Spectrum Plus 2. Yep, it is. It's another Spectrum Plus 2, so that's good. Yeah, all looks okay. Good, good. Looking forward to getting some of these tested, actually. And then, yeah, so we've got a couple of all of these cassette tapes or cassette recorders are going to be used. Then we've got a Spectrum joystick interface. So sometimes these accessories can go for just as much as the actual systems themselves. Okay, so if we dive onto the chair first and have a look. So from what I've been told, most of the stuff here is all empty cases. So you'll see here it's all sort of Dreamcast cases. But actually if we look through, I know a couple of them. So we've got Echo there, that one. It's not actually one that we've got in the collection, so I'm going to get that cased up. And that will get added into the collection. Virtual Striker 2 I don't think we've got. Choo Choo Rocket, once again not sure on that. Virtual Tennis I know we've got. Another Choo Choo Rocket. Trick Style, I think we've got that one. Sega Bass Fishing, we've definitely got that. That's one of my games that I bought my console for. Another Virtual Striker 2. MDK2 we've definitely got. And UEFA Striker. So yeah, got quite a few sort of actual Dreamcast games there. And what we've got. So once again, I think these are. So yeah, we've just got case and manual there. That's definitely just case. But it's not in great condition, so that one's probably not going to stick around. Yeah, I'm just going to assume the rest of these are sort of case. I will have a look afterwards and let you know if there's any more. What I did find as well in there was this. It's Retro City Rampage. But it's like a Super Nintendo case. Now, I'm not 100% sure. What platform did this actually come out on? 4 versions included, Windows, Mac, Linux and MS-DOS. So this is a PC game. Licensed by Arcade Block. Yeah, not too sure on that. I'm going to have a bit of a look into that one. And then, yeah, so I'm going to stick that off to the side. Right. So this box, so we've got some Master System controllers, some Sega Mega Drive controllers. Put that there. What we got? Looks like a Master System power supply, Master System zapper. So a couple of Master System accessories for the consoles that we'll get to later. Then we've got this box at the top here, which, from what I've been told, is sort of incomplete. So we've got Ben 10, another Zelda. That Zelda seems pretty weighty. Oh wow! Yeah, that will have to go straight in the bin. Then we've got a whole stack of Shenmue discs. So I'm going to need to go through them because, yeah, from what I've been told, there are discs missing. But what I can do is I'm going to have a look through, see if there's a way to actually make a complete set. I'll stick them off to the side for a minute. Then we've got a couple of Mega CD cases. Actually, that one feels... Have a quick look. Oh, hello. Is that a single disc game? I think it is. Yeah, so we've got Lethal Enforcers 2. That's brilliant. A Mega CD game for the collection. Really happy with that. There's the cover art for one of the games that we had there. Prince of Persia. Yeah, that's empty. And then we've got this whole load of For Honor stuff. What's this? Far Cry Primal. So, Far Cry Primal figurine. Looks like a bobblehead. Okay, so I think that is meant to go with the Far Cry Primal steelbooks that we've got here. There we go, that's that. And then we've got a whole load of sort of Watchdog 2 bits. So these look like stickers. And I think we looked at these the other night. These are like the, they go over the light on the PS4 controller. So, yeah, that's that. So, an empty PS Vita box. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, potentially some other bits that I'll just sort of sell. Some cheapy bits that I'll sort of chuck onto eBay. And then, just down here as well, you'll see here that we've actually got a Sega Genesis system tray. So, basically, you put the system one side and then all the games stack up in the other. That was purely bought for the collection. Yeah, the guy that I bought all this stuff off pointed it out to me, and I was like, yeah, definitely, I'm going to have that for the collection. Then we've got a couple of, or box full of third-party controllers. I'll be honest, I'm not even going to do anything with them. They'll probably just get sort of chucked in a box and put straight, take them straight to a boot fair. And then, right, you'll see around, we've got a whole load of these orange boxes. What's in here? All right, no, that's boot fair stuff. So, or not orange boxes, blue boxes. So this box, you'll see here, we've got what looks like Famicom cartridges. But what these are actually for, so that none of them are officially licensed or anything like that. But if I get up and go over here, we've actually got this sort of Nintendo, basically I would call it a knockoff system, but it's one of these systems that was released in countries where Nintendo might not necessarily ship to. So like China, for example, Russia, they also develop their own ones. So yeah, I've got to look into it a bit more as to sort of where this one's from. But yeah, those cartridges go with this. So yeah, it'd be interesting to have a look. It'd be interesting actually to see as well whether those cartridges actually work on an actual Famicom. So yeah, that's that box. Then up the top here, we've got basically a whole box full of cover arts and sort of manuals and everything like that, as well as a whole spindle full of discs. So we've got some Street Fighter ones there, Batman Vengeance. So yeah, I'm going to have to sort of sit down and go through, see what games are actually in here, because I've not had a proper look through. I don't think I've got boxes for any of the games in here, but yeah, there might be some games that we haven't got in the collection that for now I can just have as disc only. That stuff is all, so the Thunderbird stuff and the games at the bottom. The games at the bottom are boot fair, and the stuff on the top there is eBay sort of reselling stuff. What I also did get, just while we're on this box, was Wing Commander. So this is Wing Commander 4, and I think what it was is it's got, so you've got this 1, 2, 4, Yeah, so we're missing disc 3. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to have a look online, see if I can get hold of disc 3, and maybe the manual as well, and then that will get added into the collection as well. Okay, right, what have we got in this one? So let me move that box off to the side, and then I can actually take a seat, which is good. Right, so this stuff here is still all the Monday night pickup, and then over there is all of the Sunday night pickup. So yeah, as I say, it was all done over 2 days, but yes, so let's have a quick nosy. I think all this is just cables. No, let's see, a very, very ratty Tomb Raider case. I'm not going to open this on the carpet because I want to try and avoid having to hoover, which I don't think is going to happen. Right, so we've got, what is that? What is that? Is that for RF out? What PlayStation's that for? Made in the Philippines. Okay, I want to have a look. I'm going to put that off, just put that there for a minute. I'm going to have a look at that because, yeah, I don't recognise that at all. Okay, so video game operations manual. Don't know what that's for. So got a whole load of bits in here. Oh, that is going to come in handy. We'll get to that in a minute. We've got a couple of manuals down the bottom. So, Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter for Sega Mega Drive. But it's a vertical, so I don't know what that one's for. Well, I don't know what region that's for. Right, I think this is going to have to be a box that I am going to sort out off camera. And then what I'll do is at the end, I will jump on, and if there was anything major in any of the boxes, I'll let you know. Okay, so I have moved that big box from here into the other room for now. And then I'm going to dive into these bits first. And what we're going to do is we're going to, I've got a couple more bits just over that side of the room that we're going to go through before we dive into some of the other stuff. So what I want to try and do is the first bits that we're going to look at are the stuff that we picked up on the Monday, and then we'll get to the Sunday stuff last. Okay, so if we dive into this box, so straight off the bat, tell you what, I'm going to grab this one, and this is a really unique one actually. So this is a Toshiba home computer. Yeah, it takes cartridges. So I'm going to have to do a bit more research into this because I have never seen and never heard of this one. But yeah, it was one that the seller included, and yeah, really interested in that one. As I say, I don't know too much about it. Then next up, we've got a Philips G7000. I would have been over the moon with this if I hadn't picked one up a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, it was a bit gutted to then see it in here. I think these go for about 40 to 50 quid, so yeah, should be all right with that one. Then we've got a one of the rubber key Spectrums. And what else have we got? Let's have a look. Alright, give me 2 seconds, let me just undo. Okay, so we have, what is it? Oh, it's ColecoVision. So we don't currently have one of these in the collection. That is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so we've got a ColecoVision. And I'm actually sure, I'm pretty sure we've got, yeah, we've got a game for this upstairs. I think we've got the Smurfs. So yeah, that one is definitely being added into the collection. Really happy with that. That's amazing. Didn't even know that was in here. Expansion module interface. Okay, yeah, definitely going to try that one out. So yeah, so far out of these three, I'm pretty much going to sell all of those. The ColecoVision's now staying. That's definitely one that I've been after for the collection. Okay, so next up, yeah, as you can see, the Pikachu army has been growing. And actually, if we go back round here, you'll see there's more on the other side of the room as well. Right, so let's get into this one. Okay, so this is the other grey Spectrum. So, as I say, I think this was a sort of Dixon's exclusive. But, as you can see, it is boxed. So, yeah, that one, I am going to sell that one. I'm quite happy just to keep hold of the black, the black +2 that we've got already in the collection. So I'll put that up there. Right, what we got in this box or bag or whatever we want to call them. Where did I put the scissors now? There we go. Okay, so we have got a Commodore VIC-20. Very nice. So yeah, we've recently yeah, no, I'm going to stop there because I don't know when this video's coming out. Okay, so another nice boxed console. So I'll look at that as well in a little while. And I think that's all of the stuff that was in the bags. Okay, so I have switched over. So I've now put my GoPro on a chest mount, just because, yeah, I'm not able to hold the camera and look through everything. So now I've got two hands free and we can dive right in. So what I am going to do is, I don't know whether I said it on the last part or not, I am going to focus on the Monday stuff first, and then we'll go through the Sunday stuff after that. So next up, we've got this box just here, and straight up on the top, we've got a 2600 Junior in the box, which, how do we open it? This end. Let's have a quick look. Yep. It's in the box. It looks like it's got everything inside as well. It's got the power pack in there, but I did see a controller, so that is going to be complete now as well. So yeah, this one I am actually going to keep because yeah, I don't have a boxed 2600 Junior. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to move that over. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it in this box, and what we'll do is we'll make this box the keep box. Then next up, we've got a complete inbox Spectrum. So this is the one with the rubber keys. Once again, I am going to keep this one, but what I'm going to do is I am going to sell my one that I've got that's not in the box. Right, so what have we got in here? We've got a Spectra Video. So I think this was designed as a Spectrum controller. Right, what have I got? Where have I got to put stuff like this? Put that there for the minute. I have no clue. In interface. Yeah, I'm going to have to look stuff like this up because, oh, it looks like it's a printer interface. So I'm not sure what, it's probably for a Spectrum, but yeah, not 100% sure. Oh, there we go, a ZX81. So once again, that will get listed. Don't know what that's off, might be off of this. Oh, we've got some more bits down the bottom of this box as well. Okay, this is another joystick interface for a Spectrum. So probably a later model Spectrum. We've got a Sinclair box. This is the 16K RAM expansion. So basically what you would do is, so if we look at this Z81, you basically sort of plug it into the expansion port on the back of the console, and then that basically gives it 16K of extra memory. Yeah, it's not a lot, but as I say, it is a it will probably be something that will sell quite well. And yeah, the fact that it's still in the original Sinclair polystyrene, that's a good one. Right, so yeah, the ZX81 is going to get sold. There's another ZX81, so I'm going to have to go through and try and find all of the power packs for these. Right, and then we've got a ZX micro drive. I have no clue what that is. Looking at that, it's some kind of tape drive. Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. Never seen it before. It's not an add-on that I've ever seen. So I'm going to put that down there for the minute, because we've got a whole stack of... So we've got power supplies there, and we've got power supply there, but it is broke, which is a shame. Then what we got? Ah, right, so these would be for that micro drive, however it works. Okay. Yeah, so it's like a really small tape deck, like a really small sort of cassette tape. So, okay, so I'm going to put that with the micro drive. We'll have a look, see how much that is. There we go, we've got another RAM expansion. Right, so we've got some Spectrum books. Spectrum hardware manual. That could be interesting. It might be a good shout to keep hold of that for repairs. Okay, so we've got a couple of joysticks. Yeah, similar make to the last one that we found. So there's a Commodore power supply. A game power. Going to assume it's probably for this. Don't know what that one's for, but we'll stick those off to the side for a minute. Right, so we've got a boxed Commodore cassette player, and I think actually we've got another one just here as well. There we go. So I have got two of these upstairs. So what I'll be doing is sort of having a look. Potentially I might keep the boxed one and then sell the other two. Right, got another keyboard interface, another 2600 Junior. None of these have been modded as well, which is good. Right, so we've got a television. So not we've got a couple of these upstairs already. So this one I'm literally going to test, and this will get sold. I think they sell for about 100 quid. You can get for them. Okay, next up we've got an absolutely monster of an Amstrad. 64K, the CPC 464. Yeah, okay. As I say, not one that I know much about. Then a whole load of the old sort of style floppy disks. Yeah, the less said about them, the better. Okay, so we go into a couple more sort of bubble wrapped bits. I think this is a Spectrum. Yep. Yeah, it would have been a good find had I not got this a little while ago, because this was the Spectrum that I was after for absolutely ages. But yeah, found one a little while ago. So that's fine, that will get sold. Then we've got, there's a Commodore under here. Looks like there's another one just underneath it as well. So what we got? We got a Commodore Plus 4. I'll be honest, I have never heard of that. Don't know anything about it. Looking at it, it does use the same power supply as the Amiga. So yeah, I don't know whether it's that one that we've just found. Nope, so that one's got a round barrel, so that might be for the one that's in the box. So Commodore 64 personal computer. So I think this is like is this the original version? There we go. Yeah, this is, that plug there is for this one. So that's good, at least we can power that one on. And then that is it for this box. So, oh, there we go, we've got hard driving, which we had I'm assuming that was the case and that for it over there. Right, so for now, I'm just going to put that box there. And yeah, this was another box of sort of bits and pieces that was picked up. So I think there's some controllers in here, like aftermarket and things like that. Nothing really. I think there might be a couple of Sega controllers down the bottom, but most of it is sort of like unofficial controllers. So yeah, that is that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift that box straight out, because there's a couple more bits up the top here that we need to go through before we actually, there's bits over the back here behind me as well. Yeah, we're getting there slowly. Okay, so instead of moving this one, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this for a bit. And yeah, in addition to that, this was another thing that we had that was just on the floor. Oh, that was it. So this is a Spectrum. You've got a tape recorder, power supply, and then all the cables up here, joystick interface. So pretty much what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to sell it like this, complete. Obviously once we've tested it. So yeah, I'll just give the outer case a clean. And yeah, there you go, clip that back in. Right, so still on with the Sunday stuff. We've got a couple of box games up here, and I'm pretty sure these are all Amiga games. Yeah, the Amiga 500. So that's a cool one, that I'm keeping. Box is a bit mashed, but yeah, definitely going to be keeping that one. What have we got? So we've got a couple of sort of flight sims. Yeah, nothing major there. Then, so some Acorn, pieces of Acorn software, word processor, spreadsheet, and workshop. Workshop provides a micro world in which to discover what each of the programs. Okay, so like a programming tutorial. And then following on from that one, we do have an Acorn. So there we go, the Acorn Electron. Never ever seen one of these in real life. So yeah, actually really amazing to have this in hand. It is in absolutely superb condition, even down to the introductory cassette, which has never been opened, still sealed. So yeah, be really interested to see what that sells for. At one point I was debating keeping hold of it, but I'll be honest, it's not really what I want in the collection. Right, I'm going to stick that just down there for the minute, because as well we've got something else in here, and I can't remember what one this is. So it looks like another Commodore 64, like the original one. Yep, there we go. So I'm not going to get it all the way out, but I'm pretty sure this is complete. So this has got the power supply and everything in the bottom. So yeah, that will be sold just like that. And then finally, before we move over to the other part of the room, we'll come back to all the rest of this later. We've then got another box filled. So we've got Elite actually for the Acorn, and then a whole box filled with Acorn software. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to go through and look up each bit and see if it's worth just doing a massive bundle with the computer and all of the software, or if it's going to be worthwhile to actually sort of split it up and sort of sell bits individually. Right, so that's those bits over there. Just going to put this lot back up here for now. There we go. And then lift this box back up, because as I say, there's a couple of bits that we've got now on the floor that I can just put back in here before we get to the stuff that's just behind me. And I think that will be the last of the Sunday stuff. So, oh, one extra thing that was here, and I put it aside because I was going to keep it for myself. Or was it this one? Yes. So I did put this one aside. So this is a ZX81. And yeah, I'm going to keep that one for my Spectrum set, and then just try and get hold of an outer box. So yeah, that's why that one was off to the side. Okay, so that we'll look at in a minute. So first off, up the top here, we've got a box literally full of sort of third-party controllers. Nothing official in there, so that's just going to go to a boot fair. Then once again, a whole load of Acorn software, science fiction quiz. This is for the BBC Micro, and then what looks like a load more bits down the bottom as well. Syndicate. There might be a couple of interesting games down the bottom actually. Okay, so I'm going to have to go through that box, and that'll be one that I will let you know towards the end of the video once I've sorted everything out. So yeah, there's that, and then this is the last box from the Sunday stuff. So there was a Master System game in there. It's not one that we've got in the collection now, so I'm going to keep hold of that. Yeah, the less said about this NES the better. So you can see sort of someone's put a Zelda logo on and then painted it gold, badly, as you can see. So yeah, a bit of a shame there. That will literally just be a parts console. Then we've got a couple of Xbox controllers. So we've got this one, which looking at the top, it's missing the top bit, but I do have that upstairs. So yeah, potentially we can make that one complete. So yeah, fingers crossed I can, and then that will get added into the collection. And then in addition to that as well, also got I believe this is the Series 1. yeah, I think this is a Series 1 Pro controller. So yeah, it is missing some bits. So I'm going to have to try and track those down. But actually it's more complete than some of the ones that we've got upstairs. So yeah, I might have a look at sort of what we've got upstairs and see. I might actually be able to make a complete controller, which will be good. Then also in this box there's a Master System. Don't know anything about it. Don't know whether it's the Sonic or Alex the Kid version. I'm literally going to set that up upstairs and we'll have a look. And then just a whole load of controllers, some AV cables, a scope, sort of NES scope, control pad. Don't know what that one's for. But yeah, I think once again, literally just a box of sort of third-party controllers. We've got a Sega adapter there. And there we go, there is a genuine Master System one in there. So what I am going to do is I am going to look up, especially some of the old sort of Mega Drive controllers, because some of these, I think this one doesn't go for sort of bad money. So some of these I might end up sort of selling off on eBay. But in general, a lot of the third-party controllers I'm just going to take to the boot fair. Okay, so let me have a bit of a sort out, and yeah, then we'll go through the Sunday stuff quickly. Okay, so before we jump into the Sunday bits, one thing I did forget to go through was these boxes. So the last one that I showed you had basically the games that sort of went with this. This was actually a Sunday pickup, not a Monday pickup. But yeah, just because the box was over there, I decided to show it. And then in these ones, once again, they're literally just filled with cassettes. So the original soundtrack music from the arcade machine. Oh, that's very interesting. I'll definitely have a look at that. If that is an audio cassette, I will definitely be keeping that, because I love the Outrun theme, like the Outrun music. What have we got here? Asterix. So another one for the Amiga. Okay. Very interesting. One more box. As I say, these three come from the Monday pickup. Nope, don't know why that went off. Okay, so next up we've got a whole box of Sega controllers. So these are all sort of Mega Drive controllers. Yeah, they will. The reason for them will be explained in a minute, as will all of the power supplies. That box will go through in a minute. This is the box from Sunday. So let's have a quick look at the console. So as you can see, we have got an absolutely massive amount of consoles. So there are 17 Mega Drives. Best of all, there are actually 2 Mega CD2s. So really, really chuffed to have these. And also, that's why I was so happy to have this plate, because this is one of the plates that fit, if I can remember how it goes on. Is it that way? Something like that. Or that might actually, I don't know, actually, that might be a Mega CD1 plate. But yeah, that is a plate for a Mega CD. Don't know if it's the Mega CD2. And then, yeah, looking down the bottom here, we've got a whole load of consoles. Some of these have actually come from an auction. So mixture between sort of Mega Drive 1, Mega Drive 2. There we go. All right, yeah, so that is the Mega CD2 plate. So that other one was a Mega CD plate, which even in itself, just that metal plate sells for about £40. So yeah, that's a bit mad. Right, next up we've got this one. and I'm probably going to keep hold of this at least for a little while, because you look on the back there and it's actually been modded. So you've got English and Japanese, and yeah, it's clearly been modded to work with multi-region carts. So yeah, I'm probably going to have a look at it. Can't even take it apart. Well, I am going to take it apart. I'm going to try and sort of split those up. It is a PAL system, but yeah, that one I'm a bit interested in. Probably not going to sell that one. Definitely going to have a bit more of a look into it. And then yeah, there's just a whole load of different Mega Drives. So they all, I'm going to have to test them all, look at sort of what ones are working, what ones are not, and what ones that I can fix. And yeah, so as I say, in total there's 17 Mega Drives here. Unfortunately, I was really hoping that there would be sort of just a rogue Genesis in here, because I am desperate to add a Genesis to the collection. But yeah, they're just so difficult to get hold of over here in the UK. Okay, and then after that, we've then got a whole stack of Master Systems. So what we've got, 2, 4, 6, 8 Master Systems here, plus the one that we've got over there. That makes it 9. 2 of the Master System 1s. And then we've got, what, 1, 2, so 7 N64s. So yeah, I'm not sure. We're going to have a look. We'll have a look in a minute, actually, with regards to wires. But in addition to these N64s, you're probably seeing it as I've walked around, we've also got a fantastic. So yeah, absolutely amazing pickup, this one. So this is the orange fantastic console. I have had a look online, and yeah, console only sells for about 110, whereas to buy it complete with the controller, you're looking at about sort of 210, 220, something like that. But to buy a orange controller that goes with this, you're looking at £70. So yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this yet. Don't know whether I'm going to sell it or keep hold of it in hopes of trying to find the controller. But yeah, really chuffed to have that one. Right, so that is all of the consoles, and let me just move them all back down there. Okay, so now that we've moved all those out of the way, let's pull this box up. And first off the bat, I'm going to pull this out because when so the day that I picked this up, obviously I was out of the boot fairs in the morning, and one of the sellers at the boot fair actually had one of these. They were selling it with they had a Mega Drive 1, this, and a whole load of games. And yeah, I asked them if they would separate this out, but they wouldn't. And equally, they wanted absolutely stupid money. If they sold it, I'd have been amazed, because they were asking £350 for a Mega Drive with about 10 just random games, nothing special. So yeah, happy that that was in there, because that's now going to get added into the collection. And then another one that's going to get added into the collection, which I've been wanting for absolutely ages, is the NES Advantage. Really wanted one of these, but once again, when I've looked before, they were actually quite expensive. I think they've actually really come down in price now. I think that's actually probably the better one. So yeah, put that over there. And then in the bottom here, so we've got some official NES controllers. We've got some N64 controllers, which is good. N64 power packs. So what I might look to do is, if I do sell the Fantastic, that's going to need replacing anyway. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and find some controllers. Next up, we've got Virtual Cop 2 disc with the Guncom. But is that a Japanese disc? So this is for the Sega Saturn. How does this open? I'll get into it regardless. Doesn't say. Doesn't look like a Japanese disc. There's no Japanese writing anywhere on it. So actually say that this did come in its own box with the Guncom, so it might not have come in a full, like with a full case. We've also got another Sega Saturn gun. I don't think they're Guncoms, are they? Guncom's the Capcom one. There we go, a Super Nintendo Game Genie. So yeah, not got one of these, so probably will keep hold of that one as well. Then what else we got? So a whole load of Super Nintendo AV plugs. And then, yeah, there's a Super Nintendo control pad down the bottom there. And a whole load of N64 power packs. So I think for the N64s, we've probably got enough power supplies. It's just the controllers that we're missing. So yeah, not too bad there. That I'm going to just put off to the side there for now, because as well we've also got this box down the bottom here, which came fully loaded with Game Gears. So we've got one in the box, but the box is really ratty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Game Gears, plus a TV tuner. But obviously the aerial is broke, so if I can't, I might see if I can find a replacement aerial for it. And yeah, so all of those are going to be recapped before I try and sell them. Then the final couple of boxes that we've got. So we've got Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles Wii, and it looks complete. So I might actually keep hold of this. So it's got like a silicone thumb grip, a decorative skin, and then the actual gun itself. From what I've heard, I think this is actually quite an expensive accessory to pick up for the Nintendo Wii, but I'll need to have a look. Then we've got a box full of light guns. So I think this is a PlayStation 1, this is aftermarket. We've then got the original Guncom with adapter, which is good. Another Sega laser phaser, so that will get bundled in with one of the Master Systems. And then once again, just a whole load of Sega power packs, AV switches, and another Mega Drive controller. Then onto the Dreamcast stuff. Literally all we've got with Dreamcast, obviously, apart from the game discs that we've got over there. A whole load of controllers. I think there's 17 controllers and 2 of the light guns. Once again, I haven't got one of the light guns, so I'm going to keep hold of one for the collection. We've got a couple of VMUs as well. And yeah, just there's no actual Dreamcast consoles in this pickup. And then finally, we've got a couple of third-party sort of light guns for different systems, and a GameCube keyboard. Obviously not the official GameCube keyboard, this is an aftermarket one, which is a shame. And yeah, that is about it. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort through everything, and then I'll be back in an undetermined amount of time to tell you what the key pickups were in here, and give you an estimated value for everything that we've picked up. So yeah, I will speak to you soon, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. Okay, so after going through everything and sort of looking at sort of what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to sell, I've actually decided to split this video into 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through everything that I'm going to keep for the collection in a separate video on Tuesday. And then yeah, just so this video doesn't run on too long. So yeah, that video is going to go out on Tuesday. I will say overall really happy with what we've got. So there's a lot of retro consoles in there, and I will admit this video is actually being filmed, I want to say about 2 months after I made the pickups. So I have already started selling. I think I've pretty much sold, I think I've got 2 N64s left. I've sold the Fantastic. I think I've sold about 2 or 3 of the Mega Drives, 2 of the Master Systems, and what I've actually done is I've also bought a couple more power supplies for the Mega Drive 2, because I think I only had enough for the 2 Mega CDs. Surprisingly enough, the 2 Mega CDs haven't sold. I think I've got them up at a reasonable price, but yeah, I've still got them. But yeah, I am still just plugging away. I will say I haven't got to any of the sort of proper retro stuff. So like the Commodores, the Segas, no, the Commodores, the Ataris, the Spectrums, all of that, that is all still on the list to go through and get tested. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to, over the next couple of weeks, be able to sort of get them done, and then we can start shifting them as well. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to wrap today's video up here. But as I say, if you do want to catch up with the bits that I am adding to the collection, join me on Tuesday. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when that next part goes live. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.